One UI 7 is here, and here are 10 things that you may have missed. Welcome back to SamMobile TV. You're here with Daniel, and sitting in front of me is One UI 7.0 on my Galaxy S24 Ultra, the beta. What I want to go through here is just a quick 10 list of things that maybe you've missed out on, or if you missed our hands-on video the other day, we can run you through a quick top 10 things that you need to know about One UI 7. First thing to know is that there are new app icons. Samsung have gone on a visual redesign here. You can see down the bottom, the gallery, the internet, the phone dialer, the Galaxy Store, Samsung Notes, all have a new visual aesthetic to them, calculator included. Alongside that too, the widgets have been redesigned. Samsung have got a lot more color and a lot more pop about them, which is great because it means that it just gives the whole thing a bit of vibrancy and pops off the screen as opposed to being flat and dull. I like the change that Samsung have made here. Second thing you may have missed, and it's going to be a very small one, is there is a new charging animation. So let's just use my Fold SE here as a bit of a power brick. So if I turn on wireless power share and then turn the phone upside down, you'll see a new charging animation that appears in the top right corner. No longer takes over the whole screen. If I put it on while it's on the lock screen, you get that appearing like in the now bar section down the bottom, but then it disappears. That's new. Something else that's new is if you're watching a video, there's an option here to be able to play the video from the start again. Done. You now can restart the video from the beginning. That's a new one that they've added in One UI 7 in the video player. What's also new is that there is now the play video icon here, which takes you straight into the video player. How I've missed that. Number 4, and this one's not really a secret. A lot of people have covered this, including us, but it's the quick panel. But the thing that maybe hasn't been covered in as much detail is how you can customize it. So when you swipe down from here, you'll see that the quick panel is organized in a certain way. You can change this. With the edit function here, you can actually drag and drop things as you sort of need to into the place that you want them to be. So if you want the expanded quick panel to be here, you can make it happen. You can also edit and change what's in the expanded quick panel. And for me, I would just say, chuck as much stuff in there as you can. Battery protection, song search. What else have we got here? Take screenshot. Just put in as much as you can because why not? One little change that I'm going to chuck in here as well is the play last song with the media controls. So if I hit that, that will just start playing the last song that was playing on my Spotify. So rather than needing to go into Spotify first, I can just do it from here. Bang a track too. Something else that I need to add in too is you can now actually combine the quick panel and the notification panel back together. So the setting I missed in the original video, that's why we do these follow-ups. If you go into the edit toggle of the quick panel, you'll see in the top left, there's panel settings. What you can do from there is you can actually change it to be combined or separate. And you can have it back the way it was before, where a single swipe gets you notifications and some toggles, and then a second swipe brings you all the way down to the expanded quick panel. Number 5 kind of ties in to that, and it's the now bar. A lot of people, again, are very excited, myself included, about the future that this now bar can implement. It's in the lock screen and always on display under now bar. You can see the sort of ways that you can, I guess, have it implemented. The live notifications are a really cool one. We've shown you how it works with the clock, but let's show you something a little bit different, the voice recorder. So if I go into my tools and into voice recorder and I just start recording, don't allow access to my context, why would I want that? And what's going to happen now is if I get out of that, the live activity continues, it's recording, and then that should also be on the now bar. But what's really cool about the now bar is, let's say, for example, I start playing music and then I lock the screen. You can see there's actually kind of like a double up. And then if I swipe up, they can actually rotate through. That is neat. And then I can control and expand the one that I want to use. Nice. Number 6 is the app drawer. As we know, Samsung have changed it to vertical, but there's a secret hack to change it back the other way. If I hit on this and I hit on sort and go to custom order, you now have the swipes across back in play. And then you can drag and drop and move things to where you need them to be. I knew there was a way Samsung would keep the old way around. You just have to know where to look. Number 7 is to do with the camera. Now, it's a really little change. We know about all the big redesigns that we've made, but Samsung have put in some little tiny toggles in here that you can change up. So you've got the shot suggestions, which you can see, but there's also composition guide. So composition guide, I guess, applies to the other sort of modes that you can access. And you've got grid lines and level, you've got grid lines only, or you've got level only. So you can turn on and toggle the different ones that you like. I keep grid lines and level on because I think having both of them means that I can sort of control my own aesthetic, but also rely a little bit on the phone's AI and smarts to do so. That's a new toggle and setting in One UI 7 that you can interact with. The other one that is to do with video, if we go into advanced options, is you can keep the audio playing when you hit record. So if I start recording a video now, I currently have The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived playing, or Clara Bow rather. I hit record, that is now still playing. Before, on One UI 6, that would stop and you'd have to start it again manually, whereas now it doesn't cut out. Number 8 is the task changer. So when I swipe up, the task changer now has this new aesthetic about it. But if you're on One UI 6.1.1, you can get that with Good Lock. If you want to get it now on One UI 6.1.1, go into Good Lock and go into Home Up and into Task Changer. And then you can change the style however you like it. And the way Samsung have implemented it in One UI 7 is stack. And as you can see, Good Lock brings the goods and has the stack as well. So you can get that now if you want. Number 9, Samsung have given a bit of a visual refresh to Galaxy AI. There's actually not a lot of new functions. So if we go into Galaxy AI as a menu, there's really nothing new that stands out except for one thing. That is the fact that you can now do call transcriptions. So I've done one before, and the way you access it is in recents. You'll see there's a little microphone icon. I can hit view recording and transcript. And not only is it saved the recording, but it's also transcribed it for me. You just have to make sure you hit record once you've made the phone call, and then it can transcribe it for you. Love that. And the last one that's probably gone a little bit unnoticed is inside the gallery. If we go into menu and go into settings, photo editor settings, there is a new toggle here to turn on or off the raw image editor. The way this works is if you have a raw photo on your phone, as I do here, I hit the edit function, and rather than go straight into the photo editor, actually has a dedicated raw image editor. It's a little bit limited. I hit auto and it can do an auto edit, or I can control highlights and shadows. And then once I've sort of controlled those the way I like, I hit done, it saves it and then takes it into the native photo editor for things like cropping and more extra stuff. But that's new. That's a lot of the stuff that I found in One UI 7. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. Again, One UI 7 coverage won't stop both here and on our website. Once we get a bit more time with One UI 7, we'll probably be able to do a bit more of an in-depth review, but this is it for now. Thanks for tuning in to SamMobile TV. Hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.